Ahoj, tady je Martin a vítám vás u dalšího dílu Zaklínače 3 Divoký Hon a jdeme pokračovat v tom, v čem jsme minule skončili, a to je tady úkoly poklad hraběte Reuvera, jo, trošku se omlouvám za svoji výslovnost, no, to tady ty věci mi dávají trošku zabrat. A máme se vrátit k Dijkstrovi, až budeme připraveni mu pomoct, takže jdeme mu teda pomoct. Tu tady kousek, takže si trošku Geralt proběhne. Jo, a jdeme mu teda pomoct s tím, co se u něho stalo, no. Takže kde seš, Dijkstro? Tady seš. Nazdar.
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
No co chci? No. Pomoct ti, ne?
So what am I supposed to help you with?
I'd rather show than tell. Picture's worth 1,000 words and all that tribe. Ah, and you do realize, if you say anything about what you see here to anyone, it'll mean a razor between your ribs.
Figured as much.
Excellent. One last request. Oh, let's call it what it is. A command. Don't draw your sword unless I ask you to.
Ok, no. Teda. Ne, to jsem nechtěl udělat, jsem to přeskočil, omlouvám se. Ujela mi ruka na klávesnici.
Be so kind as to follow me.
Ok, no, hezký. To jsem taky nechtěl udělat. Tyhle, co to je dneska se mnou? Šmatlavá ruka moje, tyhle. Tak, běž, Dijkstro. Ale tady nějak... Co to je, to je?
Oh, Bart! Bart! Stop that! Now!
Bad makes Ziggy lose, Jonathan.
Beating your head against the wall won't change that.
Bad hurt. Bad less thinky. Bad less thinky. Bad sadness.
Proč si mě sem přivedl?
Don't seem to have trouble communicating with the troll. Why'd you bring me down here?
Take note of that hole. We'll come back to it later. And see that door? Vault behind it, until recently filled with Novigrad crowns and countless other valuables.
But God. Then boom. Jonathan, go.
Translating into common, someone fucking made off with nearly 20 tons of my gold and all the lighter stuff. And you will help me get it back.
No. Dobře, no, pomůžu.
Fine. I'll help you.
You're not exactly bursting with enthusiasm.
Witcher mutations. They strip us of emotion. I'd be jumping for joy otherwise. All right. Ought to look around. But first, some questions.
I'm all ears.
No, poslouchám. Jsou nějací svědkové?
Anyone see what happened?
Other than Bart? No. And the vault's location is known only to the treasure's co-owners. Well, and the thieves.
What about upstairs? Anything unusual happen in the bathhouse the day of the break-in?
No. Happen swears it was calm as ever. The usual customers, no incidents. Bloody bucolic.
Jakou mě ta kořist cenu?
How much was it all worth? Got an approximate idea?
Why the fuck do you care? Figuring your finder's fee. Don't get your hopes up.
Know you too well for that. Just prefer to know what I'm looking for.
3 crates of Nilfgaardian florins, chest of emeralds, rubies and topazes, silver candlesticks and platters. I could go on.
Shiny Chorfun. Oh God.
Zlodí se
Take it
dostali.
the thieves got in through the hole behind you.
You're a regular fucking master sleuth. Any other brilliant deductions you want confirmed? The year, maybe? Bloody name of Redania's king?
No, but I am wondering, for instance, how that hole got there.
Oh no. Boom. Hole. Bad look won't go. Bad look no. Only sleep. Bad shrooms. Head falls.
Boom.
Boom. Can you elaborate?
Boom. Big. This like.
I'll elaborate. Explosion. Big enough to blow that fucking hole in the wall, separating the vault from the sewers.
Gotten pretty good at communicating with this troll.
Lots of prior experience. Worked with idiots my whole life.
Zlé houby, ty jak to myslí?
Bad mushrooms? What's that about?
Pops mold. The spores are highly toxic. One whiff and you're dead. Unless you're a troll, that is.
Yes. Bad troll.
Not talking to you, dimwit. Where was I? Ah, mold spores. They cover the walls of the sewers other side of the vault. Actually thought it was a good thing, you know? A bit of extra protection. Thieves found a way through it.
Bart, you see them?
Bad through hole. Want see boom. Got what? Breathe. Shroom. Sleep go. Your phone gone. Bad troll.
Now. Stiff up a lip.
Zkus se dostat zlodějům na stopu.
Try to track down the thief yourself?
Of course. I had this lummox Fonce, thick enough not to ask questions. We knocked back some Pop's antidote and entered the sewers. Soon after, I returned alone.
What happened?
Lad started belching something horrendous. I mean, burps with so much mass the walls shook. Told him, Fonz, stop. You're in the presence of a count. Well, former count, but still. And then he puked up. Up came most of the antidote. Lost his protection. Tried to pull him out. Then I heard a bubbling. Something crawled out of the water. I value the lives of my men, I do. But I value my own even more. Dropped Fonz and ran like hell.
Je něco, jaké něco?
Mind describing this something that crawled out of the water?
No. Doesn't mean I can, though. Air in the sewer's thick with spores. Can hardly see a thing down there.
Must have noticed something. Was it...
No! Didn't notice a fucking thing. Didn't do a taxonomic field analysis either. I know it's an inconvenience to you, but I felt I should get the hell out of there as fast as I could.
No tak se tam půjdu podívat, no.
Should look around the sewers. Got any more of that Pop's antidote?
Have a few vials left. Got the formula too. Disgusting swill, to be honest, but it'll save your life. Here.
Thanks.
You've naught to thank me for, literally. You're no good to me if you suffocate. Listen, I'll be upstairs if you need me. Sight of this empty vault's giving me an ulcer. Good luck to you.
Ok, tak se tam půjdeme podívat. Dáme si... No, tam se nedostaneme. Tady máme nějaký houby, to se hodí. Hele.
Pipe's great. Explosion crumpled it like a piece of paper. And there's mortar on the bars. So it was in place at the time of the explosion. Blast tore it from the wall.
A už tady mám první důkazy. Tak. A tady další, to je nějaká trubka.
Bits of pipe clear over here. Must have been one powerful blast.
A tady, co to je?
Fine grating. Couldn't push much through that.
A tady taky nic. Ale tam to pivci jsou. No. Ale nazdar kluci. Vy jste mi ještě tady chyběli. Ale nazdar. Málem jsem se s tím posral, tyhle, jak jsem tě viděl vyběhnout, ale... Asi tak. No, tady nejsou žádný důkazy, ale jsou tady bedny. Ježíš, další debil. Tak pojď. Takže... Co tady je? Tady na zemi něco je.
Definitely came through here.
No. A tady není žádná jiná už trubka, jo? Kam by to dokázal nacpat? Asi to nevypadá. Tak no, tak jdeme dál teda. Co tady? Tady nic není. A tady, mrtvola už.
The thug Dijkstra hired.
No to je pomocník toho, no, Dijkstra. Tak to nám nic moc úplně neřekne. No teda tak nám to řekne, že tady prostě tady zařval. A tam jsou další hajdlové, no jo. Tak pojďte vy. Beren. Nenechám si odmítnout, jo. Tak, ještě tam nějaký věc, no to tady toho je. Tak. Tady žádný důkaz není. A tady je zamčeno. Takže nic, jo. Nic tady neukořistíme. Co tady je?
Bottom of a container. Silver cylinder, most likely. Runes etched in the bottom. It's warped, probably by the explosion. Bomb part. Must be. Smells like wyvern oil and caramel coin. Trail ends here. Dandelion must have loaded the treasure onto a boat.
Mhm. Co je tady? To nic není, ne? Nebo počkat tady.
And a ring. Dandelion's cohorts were clumsy or in a big hurry.
Tak? Dobrý. Aby si tady nám neudusil, ty Geralte. Štěstí, ne? A tady jsou trubky. Co je tam? Tam je další společník mrtvej.
Dijkstra didn't mention anyone else. Must be one of Dandelion's crew. Vomit everywhere. Guess he had the antidote too. Couldn't keep it down any more than the other guy. Yet another shiner in the corpses. Otherwise, drowners will never stop congregating.
Tak to je asi všechno.
Fine grating. Couldn't push much through that. Gold. Probably fell out of one of Dijkstra's crates. Fine grating. Couldn't push much through that.
Tady nic. Není. Co je tady?
Edges curled out. Something inside blew it wide open. Wall too. Bathhouse drain pipes seem to converge here. Better be it down here. Time to see Dijkstra. Hey Bart, got a minute?
Minute. But no minute, Scott. But rock, Scott. Rocks want?
I mean a minute to talk.
You mean? But nice.
One more time. Can we talk?
Siggy you like. Talk me with.
Nevšiml jsi před tím vloupaní ničeho zvláštního?
Anything suspicious happened before the robbery?
Suspicious. But no understand.
Something not normal. Something strange. Maybe you saw, felt, heard something?
Yeah. Yeah. But here. His.
To je jako, když něco hoří. To je jako kdyby se zapálila ta bomba možná. To syčení znělo to jak had.
What kind of hissing was it? Like a snake?
No. His order. Not animal all that.
Right. So, like what?
Like. Rock?
A hissing rock.
Shooter který syčí. No. Odkud bylo to
The
syčení?
hissing. Where did it come from?
But his here in that tree.
What?
Where but turdy dump.
Promluvíme si o něčem.
All right. Let's change the subject.
Good. But time God. Torfun go. But God know nothing.
Proč máš Siggyho tak rád?
Why do you like Siggy so much?
Siggy good. Siggy can't take part.
He locked you up, alone, underground. Don't get bored down here? Not much to do.
When but not much do. But think. Lots.
O čem?
What about, if you don't mind my asking?
Rocks.
Shoot.
Rocks?
Rocks interesting.
Tak nic, no, tak se mějí ty
Thanks for your
trole.
help. So long.
Long. Long. Long.
To jsem si dobře pokecal, no, s trolem. Dobrá konverzace, no. Tak, kde jsteš, Dijkstro? Už si s tebou popovídám, jak to tam dole vypadá. Tak,
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
skončil jsem ve vyšetřování.
Done. Examined every nook of the sewers near your vault.
Well, learn anything?
Našel jsem kousky té bomby.
Seems to me a bomb blew the wall open. Look.
Bottom of a silver cylinder, probably. Covered in runes. Interesting. Any idea what it contained?
Recognized some ingredients by their scent. Wyvern oil and sugar.
Sugar? Geralt, I'm in no mood for jests.
Ani já ne.
Nor am I. Just saying what I found. Bomb contained sugar.
Let's think. Sugar would react violently with sulfuric acid, but not so violently to cause an explosion.
Didn't know you were versed in alchemy.
Dabbled in it a bit while at Oxenford Academy. But this is no time to reminisce. You're to find my treasure, not write my biography. Know anything else about this bomb? Anything at all?
Ta bomba byla v
Bomb
potrubí.
went off inside a drainage pipe embedded in the vault wall. But the grate at the end of the pipe was in place when the blast happened, meaning...
The bomb must have found its way into the pipe from inside the bathhouse.
Exactly. Might have gone something like this. Perpetrator started emptying one of the pools, then dropped the bomb down the drain.
The bomb flowed down with a runoff, came to rest on the grate, and, to quote Bart, big boom.
Moc boom, no. Našel jsem mrtvolu jednoho zloděje.
Found a second corpse, one of the thieves. Threw up the antidote just like your man Fonz.
A beautiful death. Anything on the body?
Not much. Empty vial.
Wouldn't have left him behind if he was anybody. Common porter, must be. Knew nothing, means nothing. Dead end. Literally.
Zloději naložili
Bits of
poklad na
treasure dropped out of the crates. Left a clear trail. You know, like the fairy tale, with the crumbs.
I know the one. Hansel, Gretel, burning witches. Very fitting for Novigrad.
Trail leads to the river where the sewer lets out. Breaks off there. My bet, they loaded the treasure onto a boat.
Yeah, a cart drawn by sewer rats does seem unlikely. And since boats don't leave trails, it amounts to fuck all.
Podívám se, do které roury tu bombu dali.
Drain pipes are only promising lead. We just need to know which pool it's connected to.
Yes. Hammond keeps a record of guests. Should be able to tell us who used that pool the day of the break-in. You've not done badly.
Feel honored to be acknowledged.
Oh, that famous sarcasm. I missed it.
Really?
About as much as I'd miss a knife in my knickers. All right. You inspect the pools on the right, I'll take the ones on the left. Holler if you find anything.
Tak, no. Já si myslím, že to bude tady. No jasně. Tak skoč tam, Geralte.
Something floating on the surface. Oil, looks like.
Aha, tady je druhá část té
Silver
bomby.
lid. Matches the cylinder bottom I found in the sewer. Dijkstra, come here.
Got something?
Yeah, bomb part.
Happen. Drain pool 4 and bring me the guest book. Chop chop.
Mimochodem, Happena nepodezříváš?
By the way, what about Happen? Could have overheard you mention the vault. Has access to the bathhouse whenever he wants.
Happen has numerous flaws. He's pompous, pretentious, can be a real prick sometimes, ironic as that may sound. But his loyalty's beyond question.
How can you be so sure?
Witches know their monsters, spies know their men.
You trusted Philippa Eilhart once too.
True. But I didn't pull Philippa Eilhart out of a Kaviri prison the night before her execution.
Tak se podíváme, co je na dně, no.
Let's see what's on the bottom. Grate's been removed from the drain, meaning they flushed the bomb down here.
Happen. Who used this pool the day of the break-in?
Let me see. Bertolt Heinz, town councilman, Josef Schweik, brewer, and Margrave Henkel.
Henkel? That's impossible.
Henkel, kdo to je?
Margrave Henkel, who's that?
Who was that, you mean? Old Coot's been eating dirt since last winter. Couldn't have been here the day of the break-in.
He's dead? I'd not heard.
Not surprising. The Honourable Margrave croaked in a brothel, decked out in leather lingerie, so the family held a hush-hush funeral. But I have my sources.
Yeah, I saw him that fateful day, Mr. Reuben. I'm certain of it.
Did you speak to him? Get a good look at him?
No. He merely passed by on the way in.
So you didn't see Henkel. You saw an impersonator. Think for once. They scooped out your balls, not your brain. And you, Geralt, start looking into this.
A co takhle kouzelné sluníčko?
Gotta ask me nicely. I'm not one of your delivery boys.
Pardon my tone. I've grown accustomed to ordering folk around and barking as I do it.
Fine. Where should I start?
Henkel's home. Derelict townhouse south of the main square. You might happen on some trace of this scoundrel we're looking for there. Well, off with you.
Ok, no tak si jdeme podívat do domu toho mrtvého muže, který má být mrtvej. Víme, co tam najdeme. Co pak tady je? Hydranská armáda tě potřebuje. No to určitě. Rydanská armáda tě potřebuje.
Any news from the Zima?
Žádný zprávy z Vizimy nemám. Sorry. Do vizi mi si jako moc nechce tam.
What it don't. Looks more like a beggar's hovel than a Margrave's townhouse.
Ale
Footprints.
stopy hnedka, no. Nějaký věci. Hele, tady hnedka důkaz.
Silver cylinder. Bottom looks like what I found in the sewer.
Tady toho bude plno těch věcí, co mohl použít. A tady je nějaký dopis.
A letter. And a bottle.
Záhadná poznámka. Víno z roku tvého narození. Je prostě vynikající, no. To je
The wine from your birth year. It's absolutely excellent.
A
Startling
samozřejmě,
bouquet. You absolutely must try it. But afterwards, please place the bottle back where you found it. Your birth year. Could be dandelions. Or Ceres.
ale, co pak to, no jasně, tady chybí.
$12.45 to $12.54. Satisfying click. In the next room over, I think.
Ten je fakt.
Secret room. Staying, I believe, where Dandelion and his cohorts planned the heist. Staying. Wyvern oil.
No to už jsem viděl, a nějaký dopis, nebo co zase.
Siri, Menge is following me. He has seized the treasure. He has Dandelion. You must flee. Footsteps. Not good. Sugar. And lumps of a substance dipped in wyvern oil. Potassium. Looks instructions on how to build a bomb. Signed by one Kalkstain. Instructions on how to build a bomb. Signed by one Kalkstain.
No jo. A tady už tady nic nezjistím.
Dijkstra. And Triss. Didn't expect to see you here. Certainly not with Triss.
I decided we could use someone who knows a bit of magic. The runes on the bomb, I'm absolutely dying to know what they mean.
You dying to know too, Triss?
No, just here for the coin.
Ah, Marigold playing the cynical materialist. I love it. In truth, her ideals brought Triss here. She needs gold to save her colleagues. When I recover my treasure, I'll be in a position to help her. Simple as that. Speaking of which, and pardon my Beauclervoise, have you found out who fucking nicked my gold?
Všechno to ukazuje na Mengeleho.
Bothered Triss for nothing. No point examining the bomb.
Because?
Because I already know who nabbed your treasure. Commander of the Temple Guard, Caleb Menge.
Well, well, Marigold. Your coin stands to come with a side of revenge. Geralt, would you be kind enough to tell me what you've learned? I'm terribly curious.
Margrabě Henkel mi řekl všechno.
Henkel told me. Old man's alive and well. Faked his own death to escape his creditors.
Strange. I had no idea he was in debt.
He was. And Menge promised to take care of things in exchange for help with the heist. So,
Geralt, how can I put this delicately? Bollocks. If you thought I'd fall for that tale you just pulled out of your arse, you don't know me one bit.
Ten poklad má Menge opravdu.
All right, I lied, but only partly.
Heard of beasts that are half lion, half eagle. Maidens who are half fish. But you'll never convince me there's such a thing as a half-truth.
I'll give it a shot anyway. Didn't actually see Henkel, but Menge does have your treasure.
Take it you learned this by peering into a crystal ball.
Maybe. Trade secret.
You're hiding something. And that's one thing I can't stand. Even more than Nilfgaard. But ultimately, this is a business deal, not a marriage. Besides, there must be some truth in all those lies. You're too dense to make it all up on your own. Menge has been spending heaps of coin lately. Though to my knowledge, he shouldn't have a copper to his name.
So, what now?
From what I've heard, Menge spends his nights at the docks, witch hunters' quarters. Maybe pay him a visit. Ask where he's holding my gold for me.
Pochybuju, že Menge k něčemu přizná, no, to.
Doubt Menge will admit anything willingly.
As do I. Lucky I hired a witcher and a sorceress who've been through so much together to get this done.
What's our past got to do with it?
A great deal. Lovers will jump into the abyss for one another. Suits my needs perfectly. Namely, it greatly increases your chances of getting out of the hunter's barracks alive. With my treasure.
Využíváš nás.
In other words, you're using us.
Using you? Never. Merely making the most of your mutual bond. Well, lovebirds, I really must be going. Good luck.
Thought you'd correct him. Say that we... you know.
Ani Dijkstra nemusí vědět, že...
Dijkstra doesn't need to know about my love life.
Wise. I'd never choose his shoulder to cry on either. But we've strayed from our topic. Got a treasure to recover.
Triss, gotta tell you something. Dijkstra's gold, it's the last thing I care about.
Thought as much. This is about Ciri, isn't it?
Menge's got Dandelion locked up somewhere, and Dandelion saw Ciri.
That changes everything. Listen, meet me at midnight by the Chapel of the Eternal Fire, east of the harbor. We'll figure out a way to get into the Hunter's Barracks together.
All right, see you then, and thanks.
OK, no. No, ale to by bylo všechno. Díky, že jste se koukali. Pokud se vám to líbilo, dejte like. Pokud se vám to ještě víc líbilo, dejte odběr. A uvidíme se u dalšího díla. Takže zatím zdarec.